Check, check. I'm alive, and can you hear me, everyone? Just realised that I didn't set it for members. Slightly awkward. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Is anyone there? Oh, good. Cheers, Keith. Nice one. Well, to the members, I do apologise. I didn't tick members only. And I only realised because I saw Fox and Walls in. I was like, hang on a second, Fox and Walls. Did they join? Get in there. They joined the membership. And then I saw who else did I see? Paul Sharp. I was like, Paul Sharp up for a freebie. I'm like, I'm not doing a competition. And then I realised that I haven't ticked members. So I feel really guilty. Welcome everyone to the Wired on Wednesdays members open evening. Anyway, I'm embarrassed. I'm going to take my hands off there. Say hello to. Sounds a bit quiet. Okay, we'll turn it up a bit, or I'll bring the mic nearer to me. Sorry, one of my lads has just come in to collect his t-shirt. All there. Cool. Yes, inside scoop on Wired on Wednesday afternoon. Exactly right. Keith, thank you. I'll come back now. Oh, Mac, nice one. Cheers, mate. And I do know that Road Tramp Stu normally is at the back watching. Hi, Stu. You're right. I know you're there. Sorry, for those of you who are not normal to a Wired on Wednesday, we know each other's patterns in the group. So, not to turn this into a Sunday show, we're going to crack on with what we're doing at the moment on Wired on Wednesdays, which is a kind donation from this guy, Keith. There he is. And he kindly sent in, which we've already primed, these. And then we primed all the piddly bits up like that. So now we can start to colour them up, colour them in, and then build it up. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Hello, Delion, you right? Hey, Janu, how you doing? He's the fast car driver. Please. See what? I'll give you some music while I'm sorting myself out. Look, I'm able to transition to the spray booth. This is like, for anyone tuning in who's not normally here on a Wednesday, this is now high tech, state of the art camera switching. So I don't have to move the camera now from side to side. This is the bomb, everyone. Hello, Dan. You all right, mate? How you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, I'm ticking the wrong box here. There he is. Hi, Dan. Kelly on. Hello, Rob. Hello, Mac. Are you on your break, Mac? Oh, yeah. Popping in for 5 minutes. Cool. Right. Let's get back to it. Okay. So, it's generally a laid back affair. We are, we literally, we just build stuff and chat amongst ourselves in the chat. And we cover all sorts of things. Could mainly slot cars. Sometimes it's not slot cars, but you know. That's the question, isn't it? Keith. Keith. Since this is your since this is your volume right on this thing. Since this is your purchase, what bonnet are we going for? What bonnet? What front grille? He's eating his dinner, isn't he? Shane, how you doing, my friend? Okay, so Janu's working on his BMW M1 ahead of Friday's race up at North Staffs. Slot cars. Right, the one on the left of the big fence. This one. Cool. So I'll take that one off. And Keith, what colour do you want it? He's like, do you want me to come over there and spray it for you or something? See, this is where we need Rob Sale and his influence. Yeah, everyone's looking now, Keith. Choose the colour or ask the group. Yeah, okay, there you go. I like it. Who said we weren't inclusive here? Right. Okay, group. Here we go. Keith has spoken. Right, colour choices then. Where's dead easy? Red, blue, black, or green? Sounds like a military outfit. Red, blue, green, black. Yellow would be too predictable for me. Pink with yellow spots, like Mr. Blobby, Mac. Trust you to come up with Mr. Blobby. So if you've missed that comment, there it is. And the Ken Miles tribute. Okay, interesting. I don't know what that is. Is that what? Is that like blue? So a couple for blue. We're obviously we're casting this entry out, Mac. By the way, black is black, blue. Yeah, Black is Black, Fox and Walls, or Back in Black is an ACDC album. Perfect. It's the first album I ever bought. That ACDC Back in Black. So we got 1, 2, 3 to 2. Right, okay. Blue it is then. 3 blues, 2 blacks. I quite fancy a blue car, so we'll do that. I think I've got just the blue for it as well. Let me see. Shaking up. Oh yeah. Don't know. Gonna get the justice from this. So we'll try it on both cameras. It's kind of like a real midnight kind of dark blue. It looks really kind of yeah, let's try it on this one. Oh no, it just looks black. It's quite a nice blue. Okay, some more blues. Some more blue choices are coming in now. We've got blue and white. Blue and white. There's a pattern emerging here. Don't do the crashed one. You need rave music for that move. Yeah, a bit of Marky G techno, like the old days. Energy. Right. Blue it is. So we'll do. Oh yeah, and right. So we'll do blue car. These will have to be like this. Will be a dark grey. The grill. These are the side panels. Do we do those in the same colour as the stripe that people seem to like to want to see, or do we do those at the body colour and just have the stripes or stripe or whatever we do there as the prominent feature? What do you reckon? So, because I always quite like a two-tone sill. You've seen some of the ones like the Lancia I did, which Daz Hall's got. It's got the yellow sill, and then as you can see on this one, where is it here? I've put an accent of red on the side there on the sill, so you can kind of lends itself to the car, you see. All right, see you later, Mac. Take it easy, bruv. Hello, Tim. You all right? Oh, the colours, we're doing blue and white. Bit late, Tim. Sorry, mate. How you doing, though? You all right? Back to work. Go on. Go back to work. You've got a slot car addiction to pay for. Okay, so Dan, so you're thinking like maybe if you've got the white stripe on the body, then these would be maybe a what, like a light grey or a silver, like metallic or flat. I'm just getting some ideas. The rest of it's pretty straightforward, like black, black. Um, these two grill things would be the same colour as this. Well, so we got didn't prime that actually, but that's going to be the same colour as this. So I could move this over actually. So that can get sprayed at the same time. Let's move that other way. And then these, I have no idea what these are for. And I think they're an exhaust. I think that's an exhaust. Okay, so I'll get the instructions out. Put some music on for a second while I get this sorted out. All right, there we go. So, yes, we can make that a bit bigger. We could make that a bit bigger, couldn't we? There you go. Cool. Hey, driver is already built. Hey, it's not bad either. Check out the detail on that. Glad I ain't painting that. I'd have to send that to Tara. Okay, so let's get back to it. Right, so oh yeah, we had a choice of three. You could only see two here. All right, so right, those bits in yellow, they, I think, mean it's glass. Let's show you what I'm doing here. You can see in this bag of glass. I'm just trying to find. Ah, there you go. Not going to get them out of the bag until we're ready to put them in the car. I'm just reminding myself what the instructions look like because the first look we had was last week. We all know what I'm like when I get things out of the bag before I need them. They drop on the floor and I lose them. And because it's glass, my new improvised magnetic collection tool uh, won't find it. I'm going to do it, Roger. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it soon. I'm going to magnet the floor. I do need to magnet the floor. I desperately need to clean. Right, it's back to it then. Hello, Harry. You all right, mate? Did you see him popping in here? Hello. There you go. That's a beamed up. Oh yeah, Janu. I tell you what, that's going to be good fun on that new Manchester track. It looks boss. All right, so let's get it sprayed. Let's get the bits on the white palette sprayed, because then once that's sprayed, then we can put this stuff in. Oh, that's interesting to know. Oh, okay. Awesome. Right, let's spray it. Well, I'm going to be away from the comments for a moment. Just while I set this up. Mate. Needed about 30 seconds. See, I did have a machine for this, like this thing here, and you literally just stick the thing on there. It's like did it 4 years. Like, no, it doesn't work. I've worn it out. Hopefully, you can still hear me. Right. Is that any better? Does that sound a bit better? I reckon that sounds much better because got the right microphone on. At least I turned up with sound tonight. I mean, we've turned a corner. Right then, let's get this mixed up. I'll do a batch of this actually. It's a real. I'm gonna do a batch of this. It's a really nice color. Yeah, I've got to put the lid on this as well because just in OCD boy about lids is here. It's on. Look, it's on. There we go. Right, let's thin it out. So I got a blob of paint in there. As you can see, it's not that runny. See, it's not that runny at all. So we need to thin it out. With that level of thickness, probably 50-50 maybe. And then just mix it up. Now, if you're using a white paint, it's always good to run the paint through like a filter before you put it into your airbrush because it has more granular pigments to it. So you'll end up getting spots and stuff on your airbrush. So just for the people that aren't regulars, and yeah, to my members again, I'm so sorry about this. I'll show you what one of them looks like this. And you literally pour the paint in there and you're away. And it'll filter out all of the little bits and give you a nicer finish. It's still a bit thick. More in. Because what I can do is I can put it in a pot. Can put it in a pot and save it so that I need to come back and touch it up. I've just got some ready to go and it's a lot quicker. Oh, that's a good idea, George. Hello, George. You all right, mate? How you doing? Good to see you. And no pressure. Right then. I'll put that well out of the way. Mm. All right. Let's get in there. I'll just give it a little spray down. Just get some of that dust if there's any dust in there. So as soon as we fire the airbrush in there, it's gonna explode up whatever's laying around and sitting around. Now, if I was doing a, I should really change this paper. This would be the last blast on this paper for sure. Cool. This procedure is especially imperative if you're doing clear coating because you just don't want any dust. You can have your dust box uh, right above, ready for it to go into, which is a good call actually. This is actually what I'm working on at the moment. It's a Bentley. It's going to be awesome. All right, so I'm going to start spraying. It's going to get noisy. I'll see you on the other side. After all that, it actually looks quite thin. That's fine. All it means to do is we'll just do a very light layer, let it dry naturally. It will dry quick because it's thin, it's light, and then we'll build and build and build till we've got a nice deep blue midnight color in the midnight hour. All right. Right, we'll let that dry for a second. I'll catch up with you guys. What needle it is? Oh, do you know what? I think. Do you know what? Can't remember. One sec, I'll be able to tell you. Yeah, it's 0.35. Okay, 0.5. I could try that out. Cheers for that, mate. So I use that. That's the one that I use for bigger areas. And then I use this one's thinner. That's 3.5. This is a 2.8. It's I don't know if you can make it out because I'm so far away from the laptop. It's an Infinity CR Plus. That's really good. That's what I was knocking around on when I was doing that skull. This here. I don't be able to see it that well. So when I was spraying that skull there, which you can't really make out. Put it this side. I was playing around with the the Infinity, because normally I use the one that I'm using now. It's like my comfort blanket airbrush. And that's the one that I did the flames on the 8-ball with. Right. Oh, Bo, here he is. Good evening, mate. You can do it with that one. Oh, yeah. Right, I'll give it a go, mate. I'll be trying it out. Let's catch up. Pressure at the moment is 30. Right, let's go. I'm going to put the thingy on while we do this. 30, George. I normally take it up to 40 if I'm using something like a clear coat that's thicker. Give that a minute or two to dry off, but colour's looking good. Do you know what I've just realised? We didn't do the stripe, but that's fine because we'll just use an opaque white. So what we'll do is we'll do it all. Then you can't even see it. Then we'll tape it. We'll do an opaque white on it, which means it's just thicker white. It's not, it just goes thicker. And then that'll work a treat. With opaque white, you probably need a couple of layers on that. Right, let's catch up with you guys. Been a bit antisocial. I've been spraying a car, innit? Krios. Ah, okay, yeah. I've heard of the Krios brand. I follow a guy on YouTube called Airbrush Asylum, an Australian bloke. What a legend he is. I mean, that guy can airbrush. Um, nice one. Cheers, Andy. Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, the Iwatas are. Yeah, I bought it a few years ago when I had my own business, so I had cash, and I bought this one at the same time. And I'd definitely get another one. Iwata. It is money, but well worth it. Why is it covering better now? I know what you mean, Fox and Walls. At the start, it looked very thin, very light, and that's because the paint. When I mixed the paint, I thought it was. It looked thicker. Maybe it was an illusion of the light. Um, so when the paint is thin and you put the yeah, when the paint is thin and you spray it onto the car, if you spray too much by accident, you'll get a run. It will get a run. Or you'll get what's called a spider, where it sort of splays out like this, but like a load of them, like like that. And it's really annoying. It's like proper annoying. So if you've got paint that's thin like that, then you want to just gradually, almost like when you're like frosting a cake, you just like frosting it almost. You're not even like blasting any paint on it through fear of it running. And then once it's actually got to a nice color on the body, you can go on a bit thicker because the paint is already there and you can hide any impurities or mistakes that you might make when you're going a bit thicker. So you can see now it's still drying off. Ideally, I'd have it in the dry box, but it's not too bad in here tonight. So we'll take that. So while that's drying, how are we doing for time? So we've got 10 minutes. All right, cool. I'm going to let that dry. So that's in the dry box now. And then we'll just switch back over to this while I'm sorting myself out. Okay, good. So we need to get rid of this paint. And just give this And just give this a little clean. That is that. So I'm gonna do the next color I'm gonna do is the kind of like gunmetal grey, real darkish metallic grey. For shit. Hmm. For a lot of the grill works. You can't really see it. Right, and let's have a look. Right, so these are my metallics. These ones here. Aluminium. Aluminium, that's right, or aluminum if you're in America. Chrome, oily steel, contender, gunmetal grey. Hey Jamal, how you doing? Hello, Ad. You're right. Sorry if you turned up and I've not acknowledged you yet, guys. Harry needs a razor. Yes, it's all acrylic. So you can wash it away with water, like which is a godsend because when you're washing your hands after, you need it. Right. So what we got here? Steel. No, I don't want steel. Gunship grey. Is that metallic? No, that's not metallic. What's all the metallics? Oh, here they are. What's this? Steel. Steel. Chrome. Hey, Keith, what about chrome? All right, Stas. Right. So hang on, let's go back here. So it was between these two. Steel or oily steel. And I think I'm going to go for steel. It's a steel. This one's good. This one's got a ball bearing in it. Easy, Jules. Cool. Will not come out chrome unless you got a. Yeah. No, I'm going for steel. George, it's pretty dark. Check this out. Oh, you'll see it anyway as I spray it now. This will look good. So it's going to have that nice dark moodiness to it, which will complement the dark blue. And the reason I'm spraying a bit of the board is to push out all of the blue and just to make sure that the paint is working as I want it to. Well, not as I want it to, but as it should do. And I think we'll just crack on. So it's a bit blocky for a second, but it's looking all right. So I'm having a bit of airflow. Oh, that's better. For some reason the airflow is just a bit off, just a bit like snatchy. Like I'd do it and there wouldn't be the response that I'm used to. So it seems okay now. Cool. And I think I run out of paint. Yeah, I did. Cock on, as they say. Get in there. Right. So as we look at it, and I'll put this down. I'll clean that in a mug. It's better. You can see now, got quite a nice finish on that, whatever the bit in the middle of the bonnet's called. And then on the little bits that you can see around the board, and we just let that dry. And that'll be sound. All right then, let's alley up. Here we go. That was boosh. That's a wrap. That's exactly right. Right, sound. So we've got a nice steel. That's Vallejo steel, Keith, for your airbrush, mate. And they do an oily steel as well, which is that, but it's just a bit streakier, which is cool. That oily steel is good if you're doing things like gantries and that, because it almost puts a sort of weathered feel into it, with just one painting. Cool. Okay then. All right. Well, look, that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap up there. We're going to let this paint dry. The GT40 is going to paint in its box here. Needs a good 24 hours because I went nice and smooth and consistent, but the paint is wet. You've got to let it dry properly now. And then we'll see. We can put another layer nice and that will be really consistent then. Won't dry patchy, that layer. That'll just dry and it'll be perfect. But that will be next Wednesday on Wired on Wednesdays. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, and sorry members, but all of the people that got to experience what we do on a Wednesday, that's what we do on a Wednesday. Obviously, if it's someone's birthday, we have cakes, and but there you go. It just very low key. You know, no merch, just at the bench, hour to 2 hours, depending on what we're doing. Sometimes we get carried away, and yeah, we just chew the fat and see what we've been up to for a week. But it just dedicates an hour. So you can say, no, I've got a subscription. I'm in there. I'm paying for it. And it gives you the time at your place to do your slotcast stuff. That's what it's about. Anyway, until the next time.